Hey guys, how are you? Casper here with a quick, brief update on the short-term price action targets, what to expect for silver, gold, and we will add in platinum and palladium because I think they look really, really good. Buy signal on palladium. Platinum, again, 1050 is the level to wait for on that one. And the reason for this is people asked if we could just look at the silver and gold price targets at this moment in time here, and for sure we will definitely do that. So here to me, again, this is silver. You know, silver has done really well ever since we broke 26 right there. Big breakout, huge back test, hit roughly 30, a tad above, and then we again started to make higher highs and higher lows. So for now, all is good for silver. And to me, the obvious target is yet another hit right around, 37, 38, right? Somewhere around there. And once we take out the highs here, it should go fairly quickly up to there. And at that point, we actually have what you can see here, a 3 impulses higher high. So from there, we will watch what happens. The 38 is a big number. It is a Fibonacci extension, or is it the golden 1.618? I can't exactly remember, but 38 is a big number to reach for gold and silver. Excuse me, for silver. And so yeah, that is my target now, 38 for the silver. And here you have the support line from that whole little bit of a squeeze going on there. So I expect that we somehow get to 38, and then if we punch a hole in this upper trend line, I could easily see this one surge, boom, to 50 very quickly. Again, it all depends if it can break that one there. Then we're gonna blast, boom, all the way to 50 very quickly. And then, of course, have a deep pullback, yes, because it is like a blow off top for this move here. If not, then I would expect, again, some sort of consolidation here before eventually trying to go higher. We could even revisit the other side here from that wedge pattern. So yeah, that's it for silver in the short term here. And by short term, the target should be met within a few months. Again, timing wise is always very difficult. So you can see here we have the level. That's the next high, right? And once we start to clear that, then we go to 38 in my opinion. Good. Gold, we have gold here, interesting take, and again, this could be the one thing that might wanna have silver stall a bit here. And the reason is, if we remove all this stuff just to make it a bit more clear, short-term stuff doesn't matter, and we have 2 here, right? We are almost at the third touch of that channel at roughly $3,100. Same thing applies. It needs to punch a hole in that in order to rally, and a level could be, we have a fib level here if we zoom out. So this is the 0.618 target from the measured move here to there, and then you measure from there, and then you get the 100% measured move, which is 8K, and then 0.618 fib is roughly 3,600. Again, that opens up. Again, it opens up. If we punch a hole here, we could rally 20% rather quickly. That will be most likely the blow off top for this move here, right? We're going vertical, and then you will probably see a deeper pullback from there. If we can't punch a hole in that trend line, the obvious, view would be like a retraced move all the way to the other side in order to go higher again. So yeah, gold here. Would I be buying gold at this moment here? No, that is too late. Way too late. Again, the big breakdown here at 2075 was the big one, and then you had some consolidations where, again, you had some pauses where you could be buying into this. To me, this is way too late into the move. It doesn't mean that I'm bearish. It just means that the risk reward for adding or buying here makes no sense in my view. The gold-silver ratio, we can quickly look at that. Quickly. I want to remove all the short-term stuff here because it's just annoying. And to me here again, I want to get below that 88. You can see it out here, 88, 87, roughly. The two white lines, once we clear those, I think we're going to crash big time. And that's when we get the blow off top in gold and silver for that specific move. Again, the targets, again, I said silver 50, we could overperform, right? And we could overperform to 60, 70 easily. But what I'm looking at is basically once we start to get to these levels here, if that happens again, it's a big if. Once we start to get down to here, 72, and then we have the big one, 65 roughly. I mean, if we have a huge collapse, let's say we have the most bullish view, we just completely boom like that. Right here, I would expect a bigger pause pullback in gold and silver, and that will be your target. So whatever that is, you know, 3,400 gold, 3,600 gold, or $50 silver, 60, or you know, whatever, that is the moment where, hey, we might want to become short-term bearish on this whole silver and gold, because that to me means that we're going to retrace and then later on collapse again. Again, timing, don't take the timing as it is. It's just like a roadmap here. We're going to tag it and then we're going to like that, because this, guys, is also a big head and shoulders, massive neckline right here, and we will not punch through straight away. That I wouldn't expect that by any means. I'm expecting a pushback or pullback because people are getting very greedy with the gold and silver, and that could happen right there at roughly 65. So 65 is a big ratio level. Let's say we get there, you know, rather quickly. That's when you have the highs, in my opinion, in gold and silver for that specific move. And then we need to rest for like a year or two before collapsing even further. But the first step is that big 88, 87. I've said it many times. It seems like we're having a rounding here. So again, we could come down to here, right? Something like that, and then we collapse. So if that is the case, we will see the breakdown from both the uptrend, the uptrend here, the uptrend there, and the level somewhere in May, early May, we could see the breakdown there. Again, timing wise it's always difficult, but the levels are there no matter the timing of the date. So that is silver and gold. Quickly here, palladium. Oh, I love palladium right now. Look at that. I want to give you a broader view, just like a little bit of a summary here. So you can see the past, you know, price action here, huge moves and huge drawdowns as well. Let's go back here to the 08, of course, down 70%. That is a big drop. But again, everything dropped really. I want to show you something as well here, just to be clear about, again, triangle high here. Look at that, all the way across. We hit it, overperformance, and then again you started to correct. Again, that move there is quite heavy. You normally don't see it, you know, collapse all the way down to here. But again, just to show you that these triangle highs is a big level to get through, and that's always a good place to take profits from your investment. Again, huge drawdown. How much did we drop there? How much did we drop? 50. Okay, and that was actually 2014 to 2014 to 2016, and that was also when oil dropped quite heavily, right? It peaked in 2014. Yeah, exactly. So oil here collapsed big time, if I remember correctly. And yeah, you can see here we rallied again, bull flag into the previous triangle high support. Perfect, boom, mega rally. And then you had a ton of volatility. And once you start to see a ton of volatility, that is usually end of trend moves. Again, you can see the volume as well, right? So a ton of volatility and volume. That's often a precursor that, hey, we are about to turn, or at least chop for a long time, because this means that here in these moves, people are quite agreeing with each other that we're going higher, and then all of a sudden you start to see some big swings, meaning people are taking positions short or selling. and then you have this a bit more imbalance and you get the big moves. So from that peak right there, that was the, you know, the war in Ukraine, and then we collapsed big time. Boom, we are down over 70% again. So 70% was also the drop. 73 was also the drop in the global financial crisis, and we have the same drop again here. And what I'm watching is this neckline right there at 1,250. We have the highs here, we have the left shoulder, right? We have the head, and we have the right shoulder here. And we're actually breaking at this moment here on palladium. So this is a beautiful spot to buy palladium. And how I would trade it, how I am trading it, is you take the long position right around here. I will place a stop below these two bad boys here at roughly a tad, 893, and then the neckline target, you can play that one. You get a 2 to 2.5 risk reward ratio, or you can take the measured move and have it all the way up there for almost 9 to 1. A target at 1,900, and the good thing is, it is actually a double resistance, because you have the long-term trend line here, which was support for like 2 decades, and you're getting to that level plus the measured move. That is a great place to take profits. Again, could we overperform into the 2Ks? Sure. But again, if that move happens, I'm happily out. Easy peasy. I'm not even going to reconsider that at that point in time. So, but again here, if we rally to the neckline, just like we saw on that silver gold ratio, I'm expecting a pushback, and then we break, and then you have the target. A bit of resistance here on that trend line as well, just so you know, at roughly 1,600. Right around there, I'm expecting also a pullback, because you have this legacy 2 major lows, breakdown, backtest, and when you get a returned move to that, you often get a pullback. So that is also a place where you, if you want to, you can take profits as well. But I would believe we're going to do something like that. Again, this is just a broad roadmap for when we get there. So I think somewhere in 2026, so like 1 year, 18 months from now, these targets should be met. Should be met. And by the way, again, there is this correlation between palladium and oil. If we get that move in palladium, we get similar move, most likely similar move in oil also. And of course, again, the big bear moment happens once, if and when we start to break down from this. You know, that is just utterly grim. But for now, I'm not seeing that. Again, I could be mistaken, and then we will get out quite easily. So that is palladium. I like it very much here. I would be buying. You can see we have this teeny weeny breakout here from that whole right shoulder pit to the next one here. It's really good. That's good. That's how I am playing palladium. And then of course we have platinum. Nothing has happened really since we talked about it last time. There is a gazillion resistances right around here. You have this trend line here coming down short term, 1 year. And then you have the mega long term from 2008, the golden here. Again, it's very clustered. You have the red trend line coming down from here and all the way down there. So there is a ton of resistance between 1,000 and 1,050. Therefore, when we clear 1,050, you can go very long in platinum and with a ton of size, because we have 4 years of built up energy, and that to me is the trigger point. 1,050 on platinum. And the big target, the first big target, is the triangle high. I'm expecting somewhat of a deeper pullback at that point in time. So we have the triangle high here. We have the head and shoulders, and this is the head and shoulders. Beautiful, beautiful left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, flag on the last part of it. We should be going all the way to there. And also flagpole here, measured move. Again, similar target, roughly 1,900 for platinum. So again, don't do anything until we clear 1,050. 1,050 platinum is a big number, and I would urge, at least I'm going to go very long in the metal, and I will leverage more into the miners if they are outperforming the metal. If there is a setup that makes me go, hey, I might want to have PLG, for instance, instead of some of the metal. By the way, PLG above 1.35, it's a buy. I'm not going to show it here, but it is. 1.35 on PLG is a buy. So that's all, guys. That's the views that I have at this moment here for gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and short term we covered a little bit more into the gold and silver part. So have a great day, guys. Cheers and bye.